The number 7 in numerology represents philosopher and seeker. The past few years have been very challenging indeed, but 2023 is even more so according to psychics, numerologists, and astrologists. They feel we are now collectively knee-deep already into one of the most spiritual years in numerology, the universal year 7. In the universal year cycles of numerology, each year has a universal theme or energy that we experience as a collective. And each year cycle builds on the last. In 2020, for example, we had our universal year 4 of reassessing and restructuring our foundations. Then we had our universal year 5 in 2021, which taught us to be adaptable and redefined what freedom means to us. Then, in 2022, it blessed us with the major relationship shifts. We entered our universal year 6 of love, healing, and relationships. And now it is 2023, our universal year 7, a time of spiritual awakenings, knowing, knowledge, gathering solitude, and inward focus. Please join us in Aruba with Alex to discuss the significance of the 7 year in numerology, as it is the most spiritual number, only rivaled by the master number 11. What is happening in July, leading into the highest energy of the year in September, and moving into the eclipse in October. Karen, Queen of Quartz, will give us an astrology update. Psychic medium Sophia Rasmussen, along with our panel, will provide tarot readings for the live chat room participants. Join us live Friday night for another. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Andromeda 7, your celestial gateway, your channel for community support, help, friendship, love, knowledge, and being of value to others. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, it's so good to have you with us. And you know what tonight is. It's Friday night. It's time to feed your mind and grow your heart. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Welcome, Alex. Good to have you. Grandpa Brian, good to have you with us as well. Karen, Queen of Quartz, always a pleasure. And of course, my beautiful co-host, Teresa D'Anton. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got Sophia trying to come in, so it might take her a little bit too, but she's trying hard. And let's go ahead and real quick, we'll greet the chat room. Hello, sweet Chloe. Good to see you. Always a pleasure having you with us. Let's see, Scotty Boy. Good to see you as well. We've got Dolly. Dolly, good to see you. Well, hello, Dolly. Let's see who else we've got. Jeannie Musgrave. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Michael. And Mark the Arc Spark. Say that 5 times real fast. Mark the Arc Spark. Mark the Arc Spark. Mark the Arc Spark. I can't do it. Let's see. Who else do we have? Lucky Stone. Good to see you as Lucky. Well. Yeah. I got a lot of duplicates, so it takes me a little bit to get through here because we are both on here.
Are you feeling lucky tonight, Lucky?
It's got that 888 around him. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's everybody's here. Good. Well, Teresa, you want to take it from there?
I shall give it a try.
All righty then.
Greetings, everyone. Happy Friday. Hey, tonight, before we get started, let's keep a couple people in our thoughts and intents for healing, support, love, friendship. Dalibor Suchi, this will be the first time he hasn't been with us. He's not feeling well, so let's just send him an abundance of love and caring and support. Rocky Stucci, who's found out he's got some additional medical things to overcome, and so he's been bouncing back from some things, and he needs a little extra love. He has great faith in God and himself. He's a very strong person. So we got you, Rocky. And also, our friend Sarah Sutherland from the Paranormal Channel, Paranormal Sarah. who's going for her doctorate right now, and she's got a lot of stuff going on. But her father received a new organ, and unfortunately, it's come with some disease associated with it, so he's having some struggles. And her stepmom, who's going through transition right now in hospice care. So Sarah's raising her kids and working as a forensic consultant, and has her studies and all these things going on in her life. And she still manages to find her way through it with her tribe and her faith and her belief. But Sarah, if you can hear us tonight, our hearts are with you and our thoughts are with you as well. And to anyone else in the community who might need support, love, and healing that I might not know about. But those three in particular are on my heart tonight. So, thanks, Alex, for coming back. We haven't seen you in a while here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
Catch you on Max Vision, catch you on Amber's every now and then, and it's good to have you back with us. And thanks for reaching out to us about this. He actually contacted us because he sees he wanted to talk about the year 7 in numerology and the things that are going on July, leading into September, and then into October. And suggested we bring someone on for the astrology update. Of course, Karen, that's right up her alleyway. So what we're going to do tonight, before we start pulling cards and doing readings for folks, is we're going to get an update from Karen, an astrology perspective on things from an astrological perspective. And then we're going to get the update from Alex on his thoughts about the numerology. And then Lori has something that she's going to share with us for a couple of moments on a download.
You bet.
That she channeled. So, do we want to get started with the astrology portion of this? And welcome, Brian. Brian and I are here. We're going to pull cards. We got our cards ready. So, and Sophia would have done that with us and would have helped us with that had she been able to get in. So hopefully she'll.
Right.
She's listening. She's either listening or in chat. Go ahead,
I'll grab my cards in a minute too for after, just to, if I'm still here for some card pulls. But
okay.
So hello to everybody. Yes, and Alex, and I'm going to do the astrology section, and it was based on the numerology and Alex and the year 7, and based on basically what Alex was going to cover as far as the importance of July and the link to July and how it links up to the coming eclipses in October. And so I'm going to cover the astrological part of that. Hopefully it'll make sense. So so first of all, the October 14th is the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So that's October 14th. And the other full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus is October 28th. So those are the 2 dates to think about in October. So October 14th and October 28th. And those are the 2 eclipses, one in Libra and one in Taurus. So what's happening in July here, though, then how that connects is we've just had a huge nodal shift, it's called. And that happened July 2023, and it goes for 18 months, approximately all the way to January 2025. And so what's happened is we've moved, our nodal shift is your south and your north node, okay? And the importance in your chart, in your astrological chart, and how that works is your south node is generally, when you look at your chart, is where you've come from, and and aspects of your life where you're coming from, and your north node is always leading you to where you want to go towards, or where you're heading towards in this life. So generally where you come from in every day, over time, periods and cycles and everything, and where you want to move towards. So you want to move towards your north node. So that's what the south and north node are very important in the chart. Okay. So right now, so like I said, so the huge nodal shift that just happened in July is we switched from a Taurus Scorpio, okay, north and south node, and we're moving to Aries in Libra. So the north node is going to be in Aries, the south node in Libra. Okay. Now, how that works then at this time, that's kind of important too with the nodal shift, is something called the cardinal cross. Okay. And with the cardinal cross that just happened, it impacts your cardinal signs. So anybody that wants to look at the charts, the cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. So those are your cardinal signs. So if you want to look in your chart, anywhere you have those signs in your charts, they're going to be affected now as far as this nodal shift and this cardinal cross that is happening. So because they're making a kind of a big shift over. So if you want to look at those positions, those are the ones in their chart that are going to be impacted. Okay. Um, so we'll start with how it works with the south node, because that's where we're going from and where I'm going to be moving towards the north node. So as far as the nodal shift that just happened, of course, it went into Libra. Okay. So and what's happening as far as the eclipse, October 14th, the new moon solar eclipse, is also going to be in Libra, which means it's going to be super activated, that eclipse, because of the south node already being in Libra that started in July. So come the new moon solar eclipse in October 14th in Libra, it's going to be super activated. And what that's going to do is that's going to push everybody from um, uh, how there were in the past and what we're going to be moving towards. So, for example, the South Node is promotes changes in relationships. You're going to be looking at everything that way, things that you've outgrown, people that you've outgrown, cycles that you've outgrown as far as relationships. So it's going to be a time of switching to really looking at the inner self and stop seeing ourselves, I would say, like, through other people's eyes. Stop worrying about what other people think about ourselves.
Yeah.
um, Stop worrying about people pleasing.
Hmm.
You're going to be stop looking for approval from other people. It's not going to matter, because you're going to be looking at internal, what makes sense to you. Stand strong in yourself. And this is what's going to be pushing, starting this switch over in this nodal shift into the Aries Libra. And like I said, like Alex said, come that solar eclipse in October, it's going to really be activating at that point, and kind of come accumulating, at that point. So we're going to look at um, things that you would compromise on in the past. All the time, people compromise. We compromise in relationships and business and finance. And so we're going to look at all the things that we've been compromising, and whether it's good or not for ourselves, these compromising. As you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to start looking at all the ones that we compromise in our life and start eliminating and looking at the ones that aren't good for ourselves. It's when we start looking at codependent relationships, and how that serves us, and looking really at our behaviors, our personal behaviors, and how that manifests in the outside world. And keep in mind, with these nodal shifts, it's they're to do with very personal charts, but also has to do with the whole global. They really have to do with the global reality as well. So as above, so below, and everything else. So as we're looking at all these things personally, we're also looking at the same things in a global scale. So look at, as I'm looking at, saying all this, think of it globally as well. So we're going through all these same things. So with the South Node and looking at this, of course, a peace comes from internalizing and going within and going inside, because peace comes from with going within and not looking outside. So we're going to be coming to those kind of realizations for that with the North Node. So this is what was activated in July here with the south node going into Libra with that super activation in the solar eclipse at that final stage on October 14th. Think about it in Libra, when using all this time to do all what I've just said and do all of that stuff starting in July and coming to that fruition and that eclipse, and we can use all that energy, all that thinking, all that rituals and everything for this time period to come to that eclipse and really focus on that and have a completion of all that during that energy. Just think about it. So with that, then we're going to prepare for our north node, and that's what we're moving towards. And the north node is all about new beginnings, taking initiatives within our own life, taking initiatives within our global reality, our communities, being leaders. It pushes us and wants us to be leaders and being out there in our community and being, sharing and, that way. It really pushes, as you can see, towards our independence. So what the South Node, right, looking at all the relationships and how that serves us and being in, and all that and the codependence, where the North Node, you see now, it's transitioning us to our new beginnings, which is very independent thinking, very independent energy, and very strong, a huge period of growth and expansion, okay, for everyone. And it's going to give us the courage and the confidence at this time to start doing that with this this changeover in the North Node in Aries. Aries is a fire sign and very active, very courageous. Aries, right? It's very strong, and so it's going to allow us to move towards the eclipse of the full moon lunar eclipse that's going to be in Taurus on October 28th. This is all going to gear us up for that. So with the North Node, it's going to give us courage, confidence. It's going to we're going to feel like we can take risks in our life that we never thought we could taste, risks and changes, risks and relationships that we never thought we would, risks in business and jobs, risks in money matters and business. And we're going to be feeling really confident that we can do this. We can take the risks. They're going to make the changes, and we're going to really take charge of your life, take back your life, take charge of your life. And this is what is going to happen from now to moving toward the North Node in that October 28th. And this is kind of what is going on. So what else do I have? It's going to be a significant time of purging and mostly shifting in relationships, business, money matters. So mostly new beginnings, expansion, and a big time of just unbelievable freedom. Freedom for yourself, freedom. Once you go through this process, if you start now, you look at yourself and your North Nodes, everybody. Look at your astrology charts. There's lots of free ones online. Go onto the Crystal Network. If you go to the 72 Cards of Angel page on there's a free link to an astrology chart. Find out where your North and South Node are. Find out where your cardinal signs are, your Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Cancer at this time, and see how that your chart is, and then start looking at it. So this is the perfect time in July. Like Alex said, he's the one that sets it all up for me. So, yeah, the time was now those nodes are changes to set up for the eclipses in October and get ready for those rituals and those final energies to all come together for your new beginnings and your big shift.
I have a couple questions for you, Karen.
Yeah. Already? Oh no.
This shift in the nodes.
Yes.
Now it only happens every so often, like.
Okay, believe it or not, it's every 18. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I know what you're saying, Teresa. Every 18 months they shift. Like, for example, we're shifting from Taurus to Scorpio, to Aries and Libra. But you're right. Everybody should look at the last time that the North and South Node were in Aries, Libra, and this setup would have been in 2004 to 2006. So if you go back and look at your life and look at in that period, in that 18th month period from 2004 to 2006, it's the same setup, the same conditions, the same cycle, same pattern, and the same things that you're
Right.
going to be going and experience. So if you want a hint at what you want to look at or resolve, go back then.
Are they related to the actual shift in the north and south pole of the Earth's axis, which is now tilted after so many centuries? It's now tilted. The North Pole is right over Russia, and it will stay that way. Does the Earth's magnetism affect these other pole shifts, or are they related in any way? Because I understand that the next epoch that we're getting ready to ascend into as we rise is the Russian epoch.
Yeah. That's a longer cycle. Yeah, it's really complicated. That's a cycle and cycles and within cycles and even a larger cycle. But yeah, it is one that we are moving towards that is more
Right.
like
So this
a
shifting of
6,000 year cycle. You're right, Teresa.
right.
And
So
it
this
is moving.
shifting of consciousness that's going to come about is really significant come October and September and October, because these eclipses will bring in those energy codes, those light codes, to help us shift that consciousness to get ready for that transition, right?
Yeah, because like I said, the nodal shifts have to do with personal shifts as well as global. So what's happening, the personal shift, it's actually happening in the global as well. And like I said, this is a very significant shift in what we're moving towards, a new beginnings that does have to line with the new epoch, yes, and the new energies, and when, like you said, a new,
So
uh,
wake the hell up, everybody.
yeah,
So when
yeah,
you shift, everything else shifts.
Yeah,
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, for
yeah.
sure,
Hmm.
yeah. It's
Thank you,
like
Taro.
like usual small cycles within bigger cycles and bigger cycles and bigger cycles, and they all overlap, right?
Yep. And the wheels and the bus go round and round. Round.
Yeah.
The song used to
Yeah.
drive me nuts, and beginning to appreciate it in a whole new light.
But a really significant time that you can use now in this July to set up for those eclipses. You can use this a time to gain your energy and really look at yourself and look at your inner cycles and your
Yeah,
behaviors and patterns, and break patterns and behaviors and relationships that no longer serve you, and to have a completely 180 change in your life, for the better
yeah,
always, so can really clear out your closets, your cobwebs, just everything. And what it is it's a break of to freedom, eliminating your plate, eliminating your personal history, all your baggage, all the things that weigh you down. It's a time within between July now and those eclipses to totally become free and light. So this is that time period that you can use that for. Just
okay,
unbelievable time.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
So
Alex, is that what you were expecting? I'm sorry, Lori, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so shift happens, huh? Shift is happening. That's some shift. Okay.
Lol.
Boom, boom. Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Lol.
I didn't get it at first. I'm like, what?
I did, but I
You held back, didn't
yeah.
you?
Listen, I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm reading chat. Give me a break. That's great.
I like this. Dolly says, Shazam, expect to gain ultra kinetic powers.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. All right. So, Alex, it's good to see you. And by the way, you looking hot there, dude.
Well,
Handsome
yeah,
guy you are.
Yeah. I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
I mean, you just look so, yeah. You look
Yeah.
really
I
laid.
worked in the sun yesterday, so I think I went few shade darker because
You
I go to
did.
the ocean. Yeah,
But it
so,
looks
so
good on you.
Yeah. It looks
thanks.
good.
No, thanks. But yeah, what how you say Queen of Court said about the astrology aspect it correlates
Mhm.
with the numerology because this year we're in a seven universal year, and the seven is a high vibrational year, and is the seven is asking us to slow down, reassess, look out in ourselves, look what we're doing. If what you're doing is nourishing for your soul, if you're in a good relationship, um, it also has to do with learning, doing some deeper learning. So maybe people want to take course, the things they're interested in. Everything at the seven has to do everything with spiritual growth and personal growth. Working on maybe people gonna get triggered of trauma, of shadow side, things that they have to work on to raise their frequency. So
Mhm.
that has to do with and this month, July, we're in a five universal month. So five is the transformation change. So it's starting this month, and in September is the highest energy. So the September is the seven universal month in the seven universal year. So in September, the energy is going to be highest, asking us for to really look at ourselves with what we're doing, and it's also seven has to do with spiritual awakening, like, and on a global level also with what was in the dark coming to the light. So a lot of things has been doing in the dark, like for example with the child trafficking thing, that is going to start coming to the light, and for people to know what's really going on, for those
Mhm.
things to stop. And in October is the eighth universal month, and October, what we do in October is gonna also set the intention then for men amplify for next year, because next year we're gonna be in an eighth universal year, and the eight is all about power and material. So it's gonna be asking us to stand in our power as humanity as a whole, and with the money aspect, I know they're trying to do the great reset. Maybe it's gonna succeed for a while, but it's gonna require us to stand in our power to take our wealth back for humanity. And in numerology, you have the cycle from it runs from 1 to 9. The cycle from 1 to 9. Um, and but in that cycle, there's a cycle called the transitional cycle. And next year, we're gonna go into transitional cycle, which is gonna be the 8, 9, and the 1. And the eighth is all about standing on our power as a humanity as a whole. And with the nine is about as humanity letting go of the things that's not serving humanity anymore. Could be the pharmaceutical, whatever negative energy is pulling humanity down. For in 2026, then will be the 1 year. So what I'm seeing, where it's going is that at the end of the cycle, that the world is going to be different with a more solid foundation. But this year itself is a very important year because it's asking us to look at ourselves and do some spiritual work to enhance your spirituality. So this year is also good year to do maybe the mushroom ceremony, everything that connect more with nature. I see a lot of spiritual based business is going to be exceeding. A lot of people who want to know more about them past, their ancestor or their abilities. So this I see a great awakening happening, and the number is correlating with what's happening on this planet, and it correlates also with everything that Queen of Courts said
Mhm.
with the planet
Oh,
aspect.
yeah, you just triggered something too, Alex, when you just mentioned about next year being number 8 year
Mhm.
and September, because in astrology, actually, when I looked at everything, this September correlates with some very important dates that happened in the past. In September 24th, around the third week, 2017, with Revelation, and I progressed the chart forward to this September, and actually, this September, around the third week, around the 24th, it looks like it correlates to some major event to do with um, looking at how we communicate. the internet, something to do with the World Wide Web, something to do with more internalizing, with being out there, and it may be even um, changes and collapsing and something and bringing it down. But it's interesting because with that date in September correlates with next year, between that time frame and the number 8 year being with about material and finances. That is something to do with a change in how we see about finances and money and the importance of money, and something to do with our material world, and completely changes on how we live and what we perceive as importance or not. So I can see like number 8 to me has to do with material and finance. It's usually people that are interested in always making money, people that are really, the number 8. And so moving into that year, what do you think of it? That just you just triggered that into me. There's a big switch from September to the new year to do with money, finances, banking, how we think of that, and what something to do with that.
That's interesting, Karen, because starting in 2024, we'll be entering a 3-year push, that time of global transformation, and next year is an 8 universal year. And this affects everybody, not just if it's in your chart or not. This is a global energy that affects us all. And that's where your money and your power, you take that front seat before then. And the 7 universal year readies us to make the wise and spiritual mature decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see that in the whole charts, and looking at different planetary things and where Pluto is and just everything, and as we're moving. So yeah, you're right, Lori. So yeah, that's quite significant about what we're moving towards, and what the push is. So it's interesting that starting now with that change in the north-south node of where we came from personally and globally, and what we want to move towards. It's like our chance personally and globally of manifesting maybe what we want to move towards, as far as abundance and finances and maybe all that stuff. Maybe it's an opportunity.
Any thoughts or questions, Brian? Did you have any thoughts or questions about this? Just wanted to make sure you weren't being left out, my friend.
And also, he is on a delay, so we need to wait just a few seconds for him
and
to
he's
respond.
muted. He's muted.
Yeah.
Hope he still has sound. Brian, take yourself off. There you go.
I'm unmuted now. This is very interesting. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I must be
Yeah,
on
that's
a big
quite the lag.
delay.
Ooh, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm finding all this very interesting.
It is fascinating. It really is. The thing that fascinates me about it is that how it is affecting everyone. I mean, you think that, oh, your chart is just yours, and what's going on with you is just you, but it's so global and encompassing. That's the fascinating part to me.
We will be getting into some readings here soon, and there's a person here that Lori has shown up on the chat screen. I wanted to know. There you go. Thanks. I'm being ruled by number 2, Alex, as a driver and a conductor number. I'm going through a personal year 9 and going through a lot this year, seeking a positive light. So when we go to do the numerology readings, maybe you can give him a reading, or her.
Yeah, I know with as a combination of a 7 and a 9 is a high spiritual year. This year it's going to be asking you to take a lot of time for yourself and do some deeper learning. Maybe take a retreat, connect more with nature, because this year with the 9 is asking you to let go of things that are weighing you down, that are taking your energy down. So it's going to be mostly of things or people people that you don't vibe with or connect with or see they're not good for your energy that you have to let go. So that's basically the energy for you, is just letting go of people and things that no longer serve you.
And ending those cycles.
So
Yes,
making
and
changes.
it's perfect with the north-south node switch that just happened, because that's exactly what it is about, the relationships and letting go and new beginnings, right, Alex? And so the
yes,
person that you just exactly, it's a perfect time to that to start looking at all of that, of what serves you and what doesn't, and getting prepared, and using these months up until the eclipses to look at all of that, and internalizing. You're going to do it anyways. You're going to be internalizing all about that, and don't feel bad. That person, right? We always have this guilt thing, and that we're going to hurt others, or with relationships especially, and all of that. But
that does take a lot to work through.
It takes courage, and
it does.
This is what is going on now with that shift to the Aries North Node. This person, it's going to give you the courage and the confidence to be able to make those decisions and changes for your own growth and expansion that's coming up. And that's what that's happening now in that switch in the North Node that's going to allow you to do that.
So the node knows.
The node knows.
The node knows.
Yes.
She beat me to it.
I had to.
Brat. All right, so folks, for those of you who are fairly new to the channel and listening in, might not be sitting in chat, but tonight we have some folks that will do some numerology readings and tarot readings for you, if you so desire. And so you're welcome to come into the chat room and join us. And what we'll need from those who are wanting that numerology reading along with a tarot reading is your birth date and birth year. Correct, Alex?
yes,
Birth date and birth year.
yes, just the birth year, the month, day, and year. Yes.
Month, day,
so you're
and year.
figuring out the life path number?
Yes, the life path and then the personal year number, because like the universal year that we're in, that affects everybody. So that's the energy for everybody to work on. But the personal number, that's another energy that you're working in on a personal level each year. So when I do I just look at those things, so the life path and the personal year number, the energy that the person needs to work on that year for their spiritual growth or personal growth.
Okay.
So Chloe knows she's a life path 7, and there's her numbers.
We already have a couple people in here that are doing it. So hold on, folks.
Yeah.
Hold on. We've got one more thing coming up. It'll just take a couple minutes. For those of you who, like I said, are fairly new to the channel and aren't aware of it, Lori is a medium. She downloads messages from our spirit council. We share some guides. Most of you know that about me and Lori. And there's a council of
the collective truth.
The collective truth council speaks through Lori, and she receives messages from them. She received a download prior to this show this morning and put together that message for us, and she's going to play that video for us right now, and it's directly related to the year 7.
Excellent. Here we go, folks. We'll come back to what we're going to do, the readings and that kind of stuff. Here we go. Our message is one of encouragement and positive changes for you. Your current timeline is shifting into new perspectives, and you're growing and learning about yourselves and the power of self-love, healing, and gratitude for what you came here to experience. You have been working hard, and we see the changes you have created within yourselves, even if you do not feel as if you have changed. However, as a collective whole, you are unstoppable in your desire to expand and grow. It is a powerful force of your nature. You have moments where you feel nothing is in the state of flow. Then you have moments of clarity and concise direction. Liken this to a roller coaster ride where your emotions, circumstances have you leaning into despair, and then suddenly you shift that energy and begin to move in a positive direction. This is the human experience, and it is part of your growth for furthering your expansion and knowledge of the self. This great journey is a ride of ups and downs and prepares your infinite soul for greater expansion, love, and awareness. You will learn from this and so much more. Know you are supported and loved, and we have great respect for your journey to higher mind, and that we are here to help you as much as you will allow us to, and will guide you and support you on your path to greater awareness. We encourage you to not be discouraged, and that your current situation will change. To experience these changes takes a shift in your conscious awareness that these situations will run its course. What you perceive begins with the understanding of new concepts, ideas, and beliefs. When you are in the now and in the ever-present moment, it will help keep you grounded and centered. In this time of awakening, all of you are feeling the different energies coming through. Many of you have embraced our love and support, but some feel lost and unaware that we are with you. Many of you ask, how do I know that I am communicating with Spirit Source energy? The only important thing you need to remember is we hear every single thought you think clearly and easily. It is in your best interest to remember that each and every one of you must learn to have gratitude in your hearts, because this will shift you into greater awareness and will be able to lean into communicating more easily when doing so. When you are in the state of gratitude, you shift your energy to one of thankfulness. Why is this so important? Genuine love and gratitude for anything in your life begins with you. Try feeling it in your heart. I am grateful for, and really mean it. This is the basis for all communication. What it does is opens your heart and mind, and the understanding that you are more than a corporeal body here having a human experience. Also, it is very important to take a block of time out of your day to be still and be focused and quiet. No interruptions. Put down your devices. Turn off those distractions for 10 to 20 minutes per day. You're worth the investment. We see those who have embraced their new now and have achieved communication and are now engaged in our sincere love and support. Each of you is on a path to know more and to embrace the human constructs with new eyes. Use the lenses of the heart and open yourself up to new ways of being. Always remember, you are perfect, whole and complete, and one with the universal consciousness and the all that is. Love always, your team. Yeah, that even gave us the chills after Teresa and I viewed it.
Yeah.
Amber Dawn, yeah, it did give me the chills as well. So it's a powerful message, but it's one of positivity and, letting you know you're on the right track. And if you're not communicating and you don't feel like you are, you can keep working at it and just quiet the mind. Yep. And
I'll tell you,
feel from your heart.
When these messages come in, sometimes with Lori, it's when she actually sat there and channeled it while she was recording it. So when that happens, her voice changes. And so when she played it back, I'm like, didn't even sound like Lori. I mean, you could tell it's Lori's voice, but it's
the energy shifts.
The energy completely shifts. The frequency changes because I talk to Lori every morning. And so when she gets these downloads and they come through like this, it's kind of amazing. But this actually happened while she had gotten the download and was writing it out, and then got more as she was creating, and it just came in like a floodgate, and it just came through almost like a single breath. You can barely hear her breathing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's was kind of, but I'm like, it was so directly spot on to this message tonight about the seven and what this is all about. And it's your own internal growth and development, regardless of all the crap that's going on around us. We have to navigate through it, but it's really that focus and balance of self. It's the most important at this time.
I'm just the vessel.
Yeah.
I just
Now,
opened myself up.
Karen came to give us the astrology reading and said she has a meeting she has to go to. So we thank you, Karen, for being with us tonight and doing that for us. And now we have the four of us to move on with readings. So now folks had started to put their birth dates in there. And for those who want numerology readings, just say, I want a reading. And then if you want numerology, put your month, day, and year of birth in there. That way we'll know that Alex needs to pick you up for a numerology reading. Does that make sense? Is that how you want it, Lori?
Sure. Yeah. However they want to do it.
And if you just want a tarot reading, just say, I just want a reading. And don't
tell
bother
us what you want, and I'll throw it
Yeah.
up there, and we'll just take one by one. So, boy, the sooner you guys get it in there, the quicker you'll get
All
it.
right. So those who had already put it in, we're going to ask you to start again because it's too far for us to scroll.
I think I've got it under control. Yeah.
Okay.
I wants a reading. You bet. Who would like to do that reading?
Go ahead, Grandpa. If you want
to
let's
go for it, Grandpa Brian. I Connects wants a reading. So.
Yeah. He's got a delay, so. Amber just wants a tarot. You need me to write these down, Laura, or you got them all?
No. I'm
starring them.
It's not so much that as it's taking Brian quite a bit of time here to. Okay, so we're just gonna need to move on.
I just drew for her.
Okay, he did.
That arrow card.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, the arrow card. I love that deck, by the way. That's the angel card deck.
I drew her the arrow card. Surround yourself with protective energy.
Oh.
Surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environment that makes you feel safe. Call on your angel guides and ancestors to bring you protection. If you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat or to step out of the situation to assess what is going on to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energies of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. Protect yourself.
Mm-hmm. Protect yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing Amber Dawn.
Sounds good. And then just so Alex knows, I's got that date put up here for you. I wants that number reading, so I'll put that up for you so you've got it. And then Amber Dawn would like a card, and Teresa's going to read that for Amber Dawn. You got it.
Yeah, Amber, I've been getting back in touch with my animal spirit guides and totems here lately. Now that the weather's gotten better, so I'm spending more time in nature. So I'm using my animal card deck tonight as opposed to angels or oracles. I hope that's okay with you. So, all right.
Scotty boy.
Let's find out. Okay. Well, this is actually an interesting card. It's the bat. So I don't know if you can see it good enough here. See if I can back it up. It's hard to see with this.
Hold it in front of you, like directly in front of you. There you go.
I am, but it's fading in and out.
See if you can back up a little bit from the camera. You're too close.
All right.
Maybe. Okay, now right in front of you. Like in front of your face if you can.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
So it's the bat. So let me take a look at what this says about the bat. It's been a while since I did the animal cards. All right. If anything comes to me in addition to what I'm pulling here, I will speak my mind, and hopefully it resonates one way or the other. All right.
And Grandpa Brian, as you're listening, Grumpy Stack would like a reading. So if you could get one ready for Grumpy Stack, that would be great. Okay. Go ahead,
Here
Teresa.
we go. Sacred bat flew to me from the darkness of the cave. Womb-like reflections, answers it gave. Birth, death, and rebirth. Cycles of the whole, never ending, just eclipsed the journey of the soul. So steeped in the mystery of Mesoamerican tribal ritual is the legend of Bat, akin to the ancient Buddhist belief in reincarnation, of course. In Central America, Bat is the symbol of rebirth. The bat has, for centuries, been a treasured medicine in the Aztec, Toltec, Tulcan, and Mayan peoples. Bat embraces the idea of shamanistic death, the ritual death of a healer steeped in secrets and highly involved initiation rites. Shaman death is a symbolic death of the initiate to the old ways of life and personal identity. The initiation that brings the right to heal and to be called shaman is necessarily preceded by ritual death, and most of these rituals are brutally hard on the body, mind, and spirit. In light of today's standards, it can be very difficult to find a person who can take the abuse and come through it with their balance intact. Well, we all know, we all have those stories, don't we, Amber? Of very difficult times, and you sure as hell came out of it big time. Came back onto YouTube and went live, and you've been booking since then.
Yeah.
So the basic idea of ancient initiations was to break down all the former notions of self that were held by the shaman to be. This could entail brutal tests of physical strength and psychic ability, and having every emotional button pushed hard. Taunting and spitting on the initiate was common, and taught him or her to endure the duress with humility and fortitude. The final initiation step was to be buried in the earth for one day and to be reborn without the former ego in the morning. I think you guys get the basic idea behind this. I think Spirit leads us to this card tonight to remind us that in this personal year, in this year 7, and in this time of change and transformation, it's something that I was telling Lori just yesterday, and again today when I did that posting on Facebook. Screw what everybody else thinks about you.
Yep.
To hell with what anybody says. And I'm not letting those things trigger me anymore or push me into a situation where I'm that was old me. The me that used to care about those things has been through an initiation and a ritual. We're all shamans. We're all teachers. We're all students. To the degree to which we get involved is entirely up to us. And to the degree that we want to be affected by other people's medicines and initiations, that's all a state of mind. It's what comes from here that matters. And one of the things that I've admired most about you, Amber, over the past couple of years is that you always come back. You go through your cycles just like the rest of us, but you always bounce back even stronger than you were before. And then you tap in psychically and you give really excellent readings because I've listened to them. Um, but I think also, like me, you get an emotional button that's pushed every now and then and you go off, you know. But the thing is that that's part of the cycle and you're
Yeah.
breaking that. You're starting to break that now. You're coming out of that. And I think that that's what this card is, the back card is about for you tonight, is just hold your own ground and don't let anybody push your buttons and be yourself and let that transformation complete itself from within because you've been going through it. And I think everybody here that gets readings from you understands that and respects that. So much love to you, Amber. I hope that helps.
Alex, do you have the 9/2/1989 II?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
1989, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. A bit of II life path number. I see II and Grumpy Stack are both 11-2. So the
Mm.
math is 11-2. So it could be that they're at 2 or at 11. The life path number 2 is the vibration of duality of and division. The number of truth and learning. Those with life path number 2 are more likely to seek harmony and peace and are symbolized by relationship, cooperation, and being considerate and thoughtful of others. The two people with true life path are natural peacemaker, and because they see all the viewpoints in any situation, handle with difficult situation with grace, and tend to be persuasive rather than forceful when trying to get their point across. People may often look them to be mediator in any argument. They're known as the peacemaker, so they're gonna encounter a lot of situation that they have to be the mediator and the peacemaker and to bring people together to work together. That's with the vibration of the two and the vibration of the 11. The master number 11 is considered most the intuitive numbers of all, and those with the life path number 11 tend to be very sensitive and intuitive, with a deeper understanding of others and a natural sense of what's going on behind the scenes. For example, they will pick up on people's relationship and health without being told anything, and so they often end up working in fields where they can use their gift of intuition and sensitivity to help others. So I see with Aya, she is in or he is in a personal year, personal year 9. Yeah, personal year 9. So the 9 this year is going to be a highly spiritual year for you of reflecting, looking inside yourself. That's for everybody, but also for you, it's requiring you to let things go this year that no longer serve you. So the personal 9 year in 2023 is tying up loose ends. 2023 marks an important ending phase for you. It is the final year in your 9 year cycle, indicating a time where you're closing out elements of your life that no longer serve you in many ways. This year could feel like you're drifted out to sea and there's no wind in your sails to push you forward. But that's exactly what the 9 year brings, a period of peace which when you can look back at everything you accomplished over the last 9 years. This is the transition phase where you usher into a new your next cycle which will begin fresh in a 1 year in 2024, which you're gonna be in a 1 year cycle. You are cocooning, but that doesn't mean you should not be asleep at the wheel. matters to conclusion. Relationship may come to an end and as a certain people leave your life. Or perhaps there are beliefs that you are held for a long time that you need to release. This is a moment for detoxing, for clearing your plate so you can keep new things upon it next year. But if you try to chase after new opportunities too soon, you'll find they continue to elude you. Allow the tide to pull you out for now. Eventually it will place you exactly where you meant to be. So that's for I am. This
Thank
year
you.
letting go and preparing for the new next year.
Nice. Hope that helped, I. Hope that
Wow.
helped a lot. Yeah, that was great.
Whew.
Feeling like you're going through a lot of changes, just kind of picking up a little bit on the energy. And you're not sure if you should stay, if you should go, if you should do this, if you shouldn't. You really got to just go deep inside and just do what is best for you and what's best for everyone involved, is what I'm getting for that. So, Grandpa Brian, you've got Grumpy Stack. And I believe Alex just addressed that date because it's the same number. So, got a reading for Grumpy Stack there, Brian?
Yes, I drew
Awesome.
the hunter.
Ooh.
Track down your fears and desires. Track down all that you fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. Instead of being hunted down by your fears and other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You are being given confidence and strength at this time, so use your power to make a difference. You are not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You are here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you stop and do what you need to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. If you're a man or identify as male, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. So
Awesome. And Grandpa
go
Brian,
inside, face your fears. You will find what your heart really desires. Yes.
I'm sorry. Um, Good job. You'll have elderberry next, just so you can prepare. Awesome, awesome. Hope that helped, Grumpy Stack.
I have for Grumpy Stack too because Grumpy Stack is in person year one. Just
Oh,
the
okay.
Grumpy Stack and I they were the same life path. That's the
Ah, okay.
master number 11 too. 11. He said that he's 11. 11 is mostly well in master num people are master num they can choose if they raise the vibration they can go at the master number level and affect and help and guide more people. The 11
Gotcha.
is very spiritual number. It's like the bridge. They can get things easily. They can be a medium very easily to get people message. They're known as the inspirational messenger. But Grumpy Cat, this year, you are in a personal year one. Let me see. Yes.
We
So
share
this,
that, Grumpy Stack. I'm a one as well.
oh yes, you're a life path one, the
Hmm.
37.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Oh yes, a person year one in 2023 is a fresh start. Many paths are opening up this year, showing you a way of living that's all about to turning a fresh page or even opening a whole new book altogether. In 2022, you wrapped up the final chapter of the 9-year cycle. Disclosure and release has cleared some space to fill for flash fair in 2023. The year one is all about starting out a new direction and putting yourself first in the process. There's a rather selfish energy to this number, but it's actually a good thing this time around. because it will allow you to get truly serious about chasing after what you want and what makes you happy. You might be have moments this year when it feels like you're standing on a precipice of something big, but don't let yourself be daunted by this adventure. You're starting a whole new 9 year cycle, one that will build off a previous cycle and will be being complete a new and full exciting prospect. You are the protagonist this year, so go after whatever it is you want, and perhaps a few things you never knew you desire.
Hmm. Nice. Good one, huh, Grumpy? I like it. That was
Mm-hmm.
good. That was really
That
good.
was good.
I resonate with that big time. All right, Teresa, you've got Max G.
Yes, I do.
Max G.
Now we're going to try this. This is the Hawk, Max G. I pulled the Hawk card on you. All right, I hope you can see that okay. Beautiful bird, also messenger of the gods. Very powerful bird. And I don't know if you're familiar with hawk energy or not, but it's kind of like this. The hawk can see the trees for the forest, so they could see the detail. They could see the mouse in the forest with all that thickness. So, hawk has a keen eye. And the message of the hawk is to pay attention to your intuition and to be very keen, very observant about things that are going on in your life. The poem that comes with this is Hawk, messenger of the sky, circle my dreams and teach me the message as we fly. Hawk is akin to Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Hawk medicine teaches you to be observant, look at your surroundings, observe the obvious in everything that you do. Life is sending you signals all the time. Are you paying attention? Life is the initiation. If you have pulled the Hawk card, then right now a clue about the magic of life is being brought to you here tonight. Now, this magic can imbue you with the power to overcome a currently stressful or difficult situation. The test is your ability to observe the nuances of power lurking nearby. Is power the talent you have and are not using yourself, your own internal powers from within? Are solutions always hard to find because you have lost the broader vision of Hawk? Or is the Great Spirit displaying a gift that you need only to receive? Have the colors of the morning inspired you to create? Or has the gloominess of a present situation left you earthbound and unable to hear the voice within? The raindrops splashing on your window, for example? Pay attention is the message tonight. You are only as powerful as your capacity to perceive, receive, and use your own abilities. What is called for here is an intuitive ability to discern the message carried within the cry of Hawk. The shrillness of Hawk's call pierces the state of unawareness and asks you to seek the truth. So that's a pretty strong message for you tonight. To open up your powers of observation, not to tell others how to think or behave, but to take care of your own emotional healing, your own emotional baggage before you begin receiving omens, visions, or messages for others. Remember that all gifts are equal in the eyes of Great Spirit. So back up, be the observer, fly from high, see what's going on, pay attention to the detail, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. So don't be listening to other people and their stories and their suggestions or how they think you should be responding to situations. Use your own inner strength. And perhaps you haven't been lately. I don't know. So I hope that helps you. It's a very powerful card.
Yeah. Did you know that the hawk sees infrared, so it sees the heat of their prey? So see the heat of it before it presents itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm being nudged to tell you. Yep. See the heat before it happens and make the adjustment. There you go. There you
It's
go.
kind of like pattern recognition. You start recognizing, and you're like, ooh, ooh, I know where this is going. I know where this
That's
is going.
exactly it. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Good one, Teresa. Really good. Just so that you guys know on deck, Teresa, you're going to have Truth Seeker coming up for a card. And then, Alex, you've got Jackie J, which is 2/19/1981. And while you're doing that, Grandpa Brian's going to read for Elderberry.
Whoops. Oh, Truth Seekers fell out on the floor.
Are you ready for me now?
Yes.
Ah.
Elderberry,
Fell on the floor.
I drew the Sun card for you. Enjoy success and happiness. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up on new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with your inner fire that is driving you forward. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright, the sun now, right now, there will be another way in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warmth. And it is also encouraging everything to grow. The energy of expansion with this, you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring you the right energy to you. If you ask a question, the answer is most definitely yes. So, whatever you feel like doing, Elderberry, brother, you're going to have the sun shining on you and it will be successful.
No doubt. No doubt. Hope you got your turkeys back, Elderberry. Anybody that takes a man's turkey should be, well, probably shot. Alex, do you have Jackie J, that 2/19/1981? Thank you, Brian.
Yes, 29. Oh, 81. Okay. So I did I thought I heard 1991. So I have to do the calculation back again. Give me
Okay.
a minute.
Okay, no problem. Then we'll switch over to Truth Seeker. Teresa, are you ready for Truth Seeker?
Sure.
Awesome.
I kept shuffling the deck, and this card popped out twice. So Spirit actually wants you to
Those
have
are
this
the
card.
best cards when they shoot out like that.
Yeah. So
It's like, pick me.
This is an action card, Truth Seeker. It's antelope. They are very, very fast, high speed, and they go, go, go. They're always on the go. So there's a nudge here from Spirit. And let's find out what that nudge is. Okay. Run, antelope, teach me of action and its pace. Quickly, quickly, so I may run with grace. There's a little story that goes with this. Give Alex some time and Brian some time here. When time was just beginning and the tribe of man was small, Antelope saw that the two-leggeds, the humans, were naked, hungry, and in danger of extinction. The ancestors would soon vanish from Mother Earth if action were not taken. So Antelope stepped up. Antelope took action and came into the camp, calling all the two-legged humans together for counsel. Great Mystery sent me to teach you a lesson, said Antelope. The lesson is to do. You have no need to be fearful if you know what to do. And then you just do it, Antelope said. And what shall we do? Asked the people. Well, if you're naked and cold, you should kill me and take my coat to keep you warm. It is my gift to you, so just do it. We will, said the people. But what of our hunger? We are starving. We can't. What can we do to save ourselves? Remember, this is an ice age. Well, if you're hungry, you should kill me and take my flesh as well, for it will nourish you and make you strong. It is my gift to you and a part of my evolution. It is my service, so just do it. Antelope knew that humankind would survive the ice age if people learned to eat meat. Before the movement of the great ice mountains, fruit and vegetables had been plentiful, and the two-leggeds had had no need to eat of the bodies of their fellow creatures. The clans of the second world ate antelope, taking the instinct and wisdom of the four-leggeds into their bodies. The people learned through each creature's essence how to survive. They were taught never to waste or to take more than they needed. They were taught never to waste or take more than they needed. When they were in need, the two-leggeds knew how to take action after that. So humans learned antelope's lesson well. Because of antelope, humans took proper action and survived to this present day. Antelope taught humans to honor the gifts sent from great mystery and to avoid indiscriminate destruction of life. Now, antelope from spirit tonight here is signifying knowledgeable action for you. Antelope is a symbol for your own antenna in your own hairs of your head, which attaches you to great mystery by long cords of light. Looking at antelope, you become aware of your mortality and the short time span you have on this planet. With this in mind, you must act accordingly. Proper action pleases your own great mystery. Antelope medicine is the knowledge of life cycle. Knowing of death, antelope can truly live. Action is the key and essence of living. So basically, if you're feeling stymied, or if you're stuck, or you don't know what to do, or you're just sitting in neutral, and you've been sitting there for a long time, take action. Just start doing. And as you reach out and try different things, step out of your comfort zone, take a risk, put one foot in front of the other, get moving forward, you learn from yourself. Even if you stumble along the way, those little nuggets of uncomfort, they help shake it up for you. And you get stronger and stronger as you go through. But if you just sit there and do nothing and don't stay in motion, then everything passes you by. So there could be something you're sitting on, something you're contemplating, something you've been wanting to get to, or you've been procrastinating, or maybe you have fear of it, or maybe it's just something that you don't think you need to deal with right away. But the antelope energy is coming in tonight to tell you, get going, move, and then you'll learn. And as you learn, you'll move even more, and you'll grow and expand even further. That's the message that I've always gotten from antelope. Lori, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I do not. I just want to send a lot of love and healing to her family and hope that her son is doing better. And I really don't have much. I'm paying too much attention to the chat, so it's difficult for me to chime in. But lots of love and respect for Truth Seeker. Yep. Alex, do you have Jackie ready to go? And then also to let you know, Brian, you're going to have Mary Wins coming up. Okay. All right, Alex.
Yeah, I have Jackie.
All right.
I see Jackie is life path 4. That is the builder of society, as they call him. The 4 the 4 is all about foundation, structure, managing, leading. So with the 4, they're gonna be to become the builder. They're gonna be facing a lot of instability in their life to become the strong builder of society. But in this year, Jackie, I can imagine last year you let some people and things out let go of your life to clear yourself up for this year. So I can imagine this last year it was a very, because we were in a sixth universal year, so it has to do with family, relationship, love. So, and you with a nine, I'm pretty sure you had to let some people go in your life or friends to open up for this year. And this year you're in a one. So you're coming end of your transitioning cycle. So the year one is all about starting out a new direction and putting yourself first in the process. There's a rather selfish energy to this number, but it's actually a good thing this time around because it will allow you to truly get serious about chasing after what you want and what makes you happy. You might have moments this year where you feel like you're standing on the precipice of something big, but don't let yourself be daunted by this adventure. You're starting a whole 9 year cycle, and that will be built off a previous cycle will still be incomplete and new and full of exciting prospects. Your protagonist this year, so go after what you want, and perhaps few things you never knew you desire. And being in a universal year, maybe there's something that you want to experience to enhance your spirituality. A spiritual base would be meditation is key, going more deeper in meditation or mushroom ceremony or ayahuasca or even yoga. Or on any of those things will be very helpful for you this year. This year is for you to try and see what resonates with your heart.
Awesome. Nice. Hope that helps, Jackie. All right.
Yes.
And then, I'm sorry, Alex, were you done? I'm sorry.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
I can know.
But you're going to have now coming on deck for you is Mary Wynn's 10/30/61. And then Brian's got Mary Wynn's for a card. So while he's doing that, and then that will be next for you. All right, Brian, you're up.
The card I drew for you, Mary, is the High Priest. Recognize that you have powers to change your life. Face your fears and align with the light. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are given attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by your ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. Connect into all your abilities. The universe is giving you all this energy. All you need to do is connect, open yourself up. You have the abilities, just connect to them.
Awesome, Brian. That was for Mary Wynn's, but Mary,
Awesome.
You also have a numerology coming, but we're going to switch over to Teresa for Mary Mansfield. And she's asking if someone would like to pull a card on how the rest of my garden season is going to go. That would be amazing. There have been some unexpected developments that could complicate things. Teresa. Mm-hmm.
Well, this
Right
is
up your alley.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, butterfly popped out for you. Yeah, it's hard to see on this one. There we go. So, butterfly popped out for you. Butterfly is a symbol of transformation. Um, so, normally when we pull this card, we think of a personal transformation, an inner cycle of development within, whether you're at your um, egg stage or larva stage, depends on where you are in your thinking of where you see your life. But since you're specifically asking about the rest of your garden season. It's your garden that's going through a transformation. And as you're aware, there's a lot going on with climate all over the country. I'm not going to be talking politically about climate change here, but what Spirit is acknowledging is that it is tough. And it's been getting tougher and tougher year by year. The heat has made it very difficult. And the extra rain that some places are getting are causing mildew. It's causing leaf mold. We're getting a whole different set of insects. And so I've got a tomato plant that's just growing beautiful tomatoes, but every leaf is dying and looks like a fall leaf crumbling off the vine. So there are some challenges. And the good news is that it's only temporary, especially if you think of it as temporary. The more you start talking, your plants can pick up your energy. Plants sense, just like animals sense, your mood and emotions. I know some people might think this is crazy, but it's true. There's been a lot of experiments on how sound and light and frequency can affect plants. And there's people that have done experiments, yelling and screaming at their plants and not watering them. So they very much have characteristics like humans. They have the emotions. They have that energy and vibration. And so the best thing you can do to help the transformation of your own garden is, as you're transforming from within yourself and you find that peace and balance within yourself, you communicate that to your plants. You communicate that to your garden. So no matter how tough things are, no matter how mildewy it is, how much rain, how much sunshine, don't give up on them, just like you wouldn't want anybody to give up on you. Be that frequency that they want to receive. Because I told Lori a few days ago, I sent her some photographs of the yellowed plants. I said, this is awful. This shouldn't be. 3 days later, I went out and I had red tomatoes, and those leaves that were yellow and brown that were falling off, they fell away, but the rest are all green now. So from day to day, it can look like these plants are dying, or it could look like they're starving to death and need attention. And then anything can change. And it's my attitude and how I approach them every day that affects them. So I figured it out. And we're connected with everything. And so our personal transformation is connected to their personal transformation. So if we're having a really crappy week, they're going to have a really crappy week, regardless of what's going on in the climate. I'm not kidding you. I'm not.
No, it's cute. You're just so dang cute, Teresa. That's all.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling the truth. It's true. Mm-hmm. And I had these little baby carrots that all but died, and now they're like 3 days later. I changed my attitude, and I went out there and I was talking to them, and I was out there working with them.
Yeah,
they changed. So I think Butterfly was pulled for you tonight because it is a transformational card. That's why I was laughing when I saw the question about your garden. I wasn't laughing at you about the garden. So here we go. One thing for you to know here is I wanted to pick this up real quick. Sorry, it lost the page on me when I was doing it. So hang on. Hang on just a second. Well, anyway, I've lost it. But anyway, there was a poem in there that I wanted to read you. But it's just all about how you shift your thoughts and think about things. And you can change your reality, and that includes your gardens too. Listen to your plants, because they will talk to you and they will tell you what they need. I'm not kidding. They will. All you have to do is
pick up on the frequency.
Even if you touch them, even if you put your thumb down on a plant, and just close your eyes, breathe, and say, what message are you trying to give me? Mine told me, too much water, leave me alone. I'm like, oh crap. I thought with all this heat, that's what they needed, because they've been under a shelter to keep them out of the thunderstorms. They weren't getting enough. They were getting too much water from me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. I hope that helps.
I thought it did. Oh. Awesome. Hope that helps, Mary Mansfield. So, Alex, you've got Mary Wins on that 10/30/61.
Yes, I got
Okay.
Mary Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Mary Wynn is in a master number year. Um, the the two of the when you're in a 2 year, it's all about slowing down and focusing on partnership and relationship base and people around you. But with the 11, it's on the next level. So this year, your intuition is supercharged. This is a master number year for you, which means you will need to master your life. There will be a greater opportunities and greater challenge. You can avoid many of the challenges by acting on your intuition. This takes courage to be yourself and share your gifts with the world. If you have the desire to teach others or be a healer or artist, now is your time. Do not delay sharing your gift. You have what it takes right now to succeed. You need to listen to your inner voice above all others to access your gift. Perhaps you want to take up yoga, meditation, or spend more time in nature. Use this beautiful time to know yourself better and dare to take care of yourself. This is also a relationship oriented year. It can be a wonderful time to meet someone who helps you feel good about yourself, romantic or otherwise. But remember, finding loving relationship begins with honoring and loving yourself first. Boundaries will be your best friend, so make sure you prioritize your well-being and happiness. You need to have more balance in your life and bring more of your gift to the world. So you need to be deliberate about how you invest your energy. You have so much to share, and this is a great year to do so. That's for Mary Wynn.
Nice.
Nice.
That's really nice.
Hope that helps,
Yeah.
Mary Wins. Yeah, no doubt about it. So I'm scrolling and scrolling. I'm not seeing if there's anybody else that would like a reading. Let us know. But I'm pretty much on top of this, so
I'm going to go with one here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Alex.
All right.
July 15th, 1960 for me, Alex.
Okay.
July 15th, 1960.
And
July
then
15th. July 15, 1960.
yes,
Yeah, I'll write it in here. 7/15/60.
60. Mm-hmm. And then I thought what we could do is, Grandpa Brian, if you want to read a card for the whole group, for the collective, that would be great while he's getting that number. Yeah.
The card I drew for the whole collective, the White Witch.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. No matter what happens to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into drama, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, you are in a negative situation, perhaps in a workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So, how can you change your energy? How can you direct the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or you are the one who is guilty of causing a drama. You are you will know the answer. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine your light. You were born to share. And I do know this group, and we're all about the love and light. So just Let your love and light shine out to the world and to everyone that around you.
Awesome. Let's see. Let me know when you're ready, Alex. You need a
Oh
minute?
yeah,
You
I'm
ready?
ready. Yeah. Okay. The person 15/7/1960 is. Oh, there's a lot of life path 11 here. Um,
Master number.
yeah, master number. It's all about the intuition and being the inspirational messenger. Also healer, guider. From all the master number, the 11 is the most. There are more people in 11 compared to 22, 33, or 44. The 11 is the most common.
Wow.
But this person is in a personal year too. So after
Mm-hmm.
last year, the intense energy and changes, now it's time to slow down and reflect upon your life and choices. You may feel torn in two directions, and some of your old identities are merging with the new one. Be kind to yourself as you integrate this energy. Your emotions are high, and you feel oversensitive or take other people's opinion to heart. This is why taking time and reflecting on your needs and personal growth is important. What is it that you want? Find To find your inner balance, you might need to draw more boundaries, say no more often, and learn how to receive. Where can you take some of your energy? Are you giving more than you are receiving? And are there any areas in your life where you feel you deserve more? Explore those areas and find ways to balance your relationship. Um, your intuition is highly charged now. To access this gift, you must listen to your inner voice above all others. Perhaps you want to take up yoga, meditation, and spend more time in nature. Use this beautiful time to know yourself better and have the courage to take care of yourself. Since two attract relationships, this can be a wonderful time to meet someone who helps you feel good about yourself, romantically or otherwise. But remember, finding a love relationship begins with honoring and loving yourself first.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Awesome.
Spot
Yeah.
on. I've been
Yeah.
feeling that too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Great.
for you, Tabitha?
That was for Teresa. Yeah.
It was for
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
oh. So yeah, that's the 2 year. It's a relationship based and people, yeah, taking care of people also, around you. There, its relationship will be romantic or otherwise. So serving others, but don't forget about yourself because a
Yeah.
lot of people forget about themselves.
Hmm.
You have to find balance. Balance is key. Balance
Yeah.
is
Uh huh.
Balance and
Yep.
grounding, I would say. Yep.
Uh
yes,
huh. Yep.
yes.
Excellent.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. That's
Yes.
total
Beautiful.
affirmation. Total
Hmm.
affirmation.
Chloe wants one. Teresa, can you do that one?
Yes, dear. Yep. Yep. I
Oh
pulled
yes.
an.
Oh, something
Oh,
else? Go
oh
ahead.
no, sorry.
Hmm.
Just wanted after Teresa, I also I done Chloe.
Okay.
Um, if they can do it
Okay,
after me.
perfect. So she'll do the
Perfect.
card
That
for
works.
Chloe, and then you can do the numerology for her. You got it, Chloe. All
I
right.
tell you, Chloe. Owl. The owl card popped out.
Ooh, she is a
It popped
wise,
out twice,
wise
actually.
owl.
So, yep. Popped out twice. So,
Mhm.
uh, she knows well what the owl card
Oh
means.
yeah.
But let's see what Spirit's telling me tonight to tell Chloe.
Hmm.
Well, hang on a minute, Chloe. All right. This is more for those who aren't as familiar with Owl, the poem that goes with it. Owl, magic, omens, time and space. Does the truth emerge? Casting out deception, silent flight, sacred medicine bird. Um, Owl medicine is symbolically associated with clairvoyance, astral projection, and magic, both black and white. Owl is called night eagle on several medicine wheels used by American Indian teachers. Traditionally, Owl sits in the east. the place of illumination. Since time immemorial, humanity has been afraid of the night, the dark and the unseen, waiting fearfully for the first crack of morning light. Conversely, night is the owl's friend. And they pray at night and they hunt at night, you know all that.
She's a night owl.
It's often the medicine of sorcerers and witches. If owl is your medicine, you will be drawn to magical practices and perhaps explore the dark arts. Well, I got news for you. It's one of my main totems. It's number one on my totem, at the very top of my totem. And I am not attracted to the dark arts in any way, shape, or form. So the owl is a wisdom, but I've got one who keeps coming, a barn owl. He's out back, and he keeps sitting in the trees, and I keep taking pictures of him. And I'm very blessed by this bird. I don't know what your personal...
Just getting a download.
I don't know what your personal circumstances are, and then again, I do. So Al is telling you tonight, with all your wisdom and your generosity of spirit, there are at least 2 people in this tribe right now that are reaching out to you. One really wants to connect with you and reach out to you. One wants to speak with you. The other you're already speaking with. And give of yourself, but cautiously and carefully, and use your intuition more so than anything else. So if you're hearing from different people, everybody trying to give input, now this could be someone at work or within your family, but everybody's got an opinion. And you're in the position of being able to be of great value and service to this person with just your spiritual maturity and wisdom, as you do with everybody that you help out in the chat room. But the energy is such that it could also drain you if you're not careful with this second person. The first person wants to reach out to you, so somebody's going to be contacting you shortly. And it's going to happen over the next few days. Someone's going to say, I really need to talk to you. That person, do what your heart tells you to do, but be very much on your guard. The person that you're currently helping, or the people that you're currently helping, whether it's family or work, you're doing really good. But there's too many signals coming in. There's too many inputs, and you have to back it off and pick those that you know intuitively matter the most in your counseling and the help of this person. I don't know, Chloe. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if it makes sense to you or not.
It makes sense to me. Yep.
So,
yeah.
Use your wisdom.
And your intuition always. Yeah. All right. Alex, you got her number reading for Chloe? Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Chloe.
Perfect.
Chloe is life path 7, so that's the truth seeker.
You said life path. I'm sorry. Life path 7.
Yes.
Okay.
7.
Wow.
Truth seeker.
Yes, the truth seeker. A very analytical mind. They like to do deep thinking, go deep in things. Like most detectives are life path 7. I did check with Mel Gibson. He's also a life path 7.
Oh, wow.
And he's in 11 years. So for him, this year is all about getting out with following his intuition, doing the right thing, and what he's doing, getting the information out from dark to light. So yeah, it's very interesting. And Mary is also in the same year. And there's other
Yeah.
people I saw. Andrew Tate is also in the 11th year. Um, and he's also speaking out. And apparently, when he went to jail, that brought him closer to God. So he's following his intuition. So the number correlates. So with Chloe being the truth seeker, um, this year what Teresa was saying with the people, this year for you is three, and three is all about expressing yourself. Um, and creativity and talent and communication. So that's the challenge thing that you're going to be facing this year is to learn to express and communicate with people around you. Express your true self. So let me read this for you. Um, yeah, it's time to open up the window and let the fresh breath of air of 2000, let the breath fresh up air. Sorry. 2022 was a year of playing your part in a relationship, was being there for other people, but there's a rather different vibration affecting you now as you enter the 3 year in 2023. This is a year of exploration and creativity, a year where you can get out and about, meet new people, and explore concepts you never dreamed of, all of which have to do with the power of totally change your day by day reality. Your most important task is to realize that if you don't engage with life, then it will pass you by. And the 3 year is asking you more to ever dive in to experience all of those things the world has to offer. This can bring major changes in terms of your social life, perhaps including move or relocation of sorts of voice of new situation upon you. If you try to hide away from these changes or deny these occurring, you will feel left behind by the year's end, like you missed a package you've been waiting for because you didn't answer the door when the delivery person needed you to sign for it. Open the door, sign your name, and dive into whatever life sends your way. So it's a time for to express your creativity, and the three is also has to do with self-expression. So express your truth self, and um, yeah, don't hide yourself. Just express your truth self, and you're gonna be guided, and you're gonna be meeting new people also more into your new in your direction in your wavelength. So it's a very the 3 year very joyful, creative year, socializing year. So
Awesome.
yeah, dive into your talent. What is your talent?
Yeah,
So
lean
go
into
explore.
it.
Yes.
Embrace it and lean into it. That's what I say. Uh,
Right.
Dolly, I am being drawn to you, and I've pulled a card for you. Please, how do I handle the current family dynamics? That's a very good question, and I would say trust your instincts. Um, it can be hard to decipher between intuition and what our mind is telling us. Stories, projections, expectations, or fear can arise under a paranoia. We must return to innocence, to our purest essence. Here we have access to the truth of our being. What were the very first feelings or visions you had when you considered the question at hand? Before you second guess yourself, how does it feel in your body? And when you're brutally honest with yourself, try to go beyond the layers of what you've been taught to believe about yourself. When some of the logic falls away, what answers remain? When you ask a young child a question, they don't censor their answers. They're honest. May not be considered polite or socialized. It may even seem a bit funny, but it's their truth, and it's interesting to note how intuitive children naturally are. To tell the difference between intuition and mind chatter, you need to recognize a clear instinctive yes and a distinctive no. For this, you must trust yourself. The foundation of self trust is honesty. You must be completely honest with yourself about what feels good, true and real to you, and what does not. Honesty is more than not lying to yourself. It is also about not withholding information. It is about having deep transparency within yourself. Some might describe their intuition, yes, as a softening rather than a feeling of tightening, contracting, or avoidance. If we are to stay on our optimal path, trusting our original innocence of instincts is key. So this card's telling you learn to trust your inner sense or intuition, and you're encouraged to absolutely be honest with yourself and cast aside any mind stories or shoulds that you tell yourself in your heart of hearts. And you know the answers. Dare to listen and to honor them. This card may also relate to being truthful with another person. And relationships can only deepen when we can be real with each other. Consider your timing and be considerate, but this is just time for truce. I hope that helped. All right.
So she put a date up there for Alex for numerology.
Okay.
July 1st, 1964.
All right. And then I believe we have one more, which is Richard the Red for a numerology. And then we'll have to, we're 2 hours already, so this will, Richard the Red will be the last. So Alex,
I got it right here.
you got it? Okay.
So, now he's July 11th. But he needs a year. We need a year for you, Richard.
Okay.
$1973. Got it. Okay, Richard. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. All right. So we'll do Dolly's numerology and we'll do Richard the Red's numerology, and then we'll call it.
Honey, Lori, hun.
What?
Karen Lynn had already put hers in.
Oh,
there.
I see it. All right. Well, we have to do it. It's there.
I flagged it.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got it from here. But thank you for that. I appreciate the help.
I just saw it and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I see
perfect.
The time
I'm glad you did. Yeah.
We got you, Karen. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, my toe. I stubbed my toe. Thank you, Ruby. So those are the last two.
So he's doing Dolly's right now and then the last two, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right.
And that'll be it. That shall be it. Thank you, Chloe, sister. You're so kind. You're so very kind. You all are, actually. Everybody is.
Like attracts like.
We got a good group of people.
Yeah, we do. The best. I see you fading in and out, Brian. If you need to go, it's all good.
You might be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he and Sophia are both in Indiana.
Yeah.
They're just opposite. They're like a couple hours apart.
Mm-hmm.
But their weather pattern, it's tricky.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard's having a birthday next week. Did somebody say it was Max G's birthday today? There are a lot of July birthdays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's next month.
Yep. Guess who has the same birthday as me?
Who?
Robert Bauer.
Oh, wow. That's why. Oh, now I get it.
Oh, stop. Yeah, we both have the same birthdays.
That's
and
so cool.
Audrey's was, I think hers is like the beginning of the month. Like August,
Mm-hmm.
hers was like July 3rd or 4th or something
Yeah,
like that.
beginning of the month. Yeah.
Yeah, so Audrey just had hers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're in, next week. Me and
Mm-hmm.
Robert Bauer next week.
Gotcha.
And then Perry Agan. Perry Agan is coming up, and I think he's the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, but I
Hmm.
think he's July 9th, I think. Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
in July. We're crabby people. Jules and I are both crabs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Max G, not my birthday. She's March. Okay. So Richard, I've not celebrated birthday since I was about 30. Oh well, you're overdue, Richard.
Yeah.
What did he put down as his birthday? July 11th. Did he? Yeah, July 11th. Wow. Not too far from mine. Gaza!
Mm-hmm.
I know it's the end, but hello, greetings, and favor to you all.
Hey, Gaza.
Flavor to you, too. It's
Or
flavor.
Gaza.
Flavor to you, Gaza. Because of his scrumptious garden.
Mm-hmm.
He-
How are
he's
those
got other-
bees doing? I wonder how the bees are populating there. Are you getting any honey? That's pretty cool.
Max Vision. Oops, I'm late. Bye. Max Vision. Well, that's right. He's got his show. Well,
yeah,
his show.
exactly. That's kind of what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
go for it. This is for Dolly.
oh yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna go for this one. Okay. Yeah. Dolly is a life path one, number one. Adds to 28.
See, I knew it. I just knew it. Awesome. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
The leader type.
Yeah.
The leader type. The 28 is same with another one I saw with adds to 28 is Trina Phoenix. Trina
Oh,
Phoenix
okay.
also adds being the leader type and pioneer doing things. So
Yeah.
being the trailblazer. And
Okay.
Dolly
Mm-hmm.
is born on the 1 of July, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 of 4th of
Yeah,
July.
July 1st, 1964. I'm a year
Yeah,
older than you are.
that will make that Dolly is attitude 8, so a strong attitude, ambitious attitude. I'm pretty sure then with this only two numbers I'm seeing that is a person that needs to be working and leading. Mostly they're in business, but taking charge, leading people.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
hard to work for other person. They're better in a leading
They don't
position.
like it. Nope.
Yeah,
They always
yeah,
think they can do it better. And you
yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yep.
Mm. They see I don't know. They see further. They have a bigger vision. Let me put it that
Mm-hmm.
way.
They see the bigger picture and they can get everybody on board.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And Dolly is in a personal year 6.
Hmm.
So in personal year 6, balance is theme for you this year. With all the changes and excitement from the previous year, now it's time to restore your body and mind and spirit. So I can imagine last year you were in a 5 year, you went through a lot of changes that year. A lot of transformation things come up. I know in 5 year, a lot of people lose people that they need to overcome. So it's a big year, 5 year. Always in 5 year, people go through major transformation um, and opportunities. A lot of people relocate, travel, uh, relocate and travel in the 5 year. Um, but the 6 year is asking to slow down. Your home and family will take a center stage, so you want to ensure your surroundings are harmonious and serene. Pay particular attention to the energy of your space, including the colors and sounds. Make any changes to your environment that help you feel peaceful and relaxed. Perhaps you want to beautify your personal image as well, such as inventing a new wardrobe or a different hairstyle that helps you feel more attractive. Um, if you have any health concerns, look for treatment that integrate your emotional and physical healing. Yoga helping maintain a balance between your body and mind. You might have extra responsibility this year, particularly in your family, so make sure take time for yourself and put your needs first. By taking care of yourself fully, you can better help others. You will enjoy spending more time with all of your loved ones this year, including children and pets. This is the ideal period to attract a romantic partner if you not have met the one yet. Yeah, in the sixth year, is a lot of people get married in the sixth year. Sixth
Hmm.
year is also has to do with love, marriage, yeah, romantic, also with healing.
Hmm.
A lot of people, if you're not completely healed or physically, then this year, then it will require you to focus more on the healing to raise your vibration. Um, in if you're already in a relationship, you can add more romance by taking time to have fun together instead of focusing on your responsibilities. If you face any choices this year, make sure it's based your decision on what you really want rather than what you think you should do or what you fear others will think of you. Focus on love and harmony this year. You cannot go wrong. So
Hmm.
that's
Like
for
that.
Bali.
Awesome.
Like that.
Awesome. Hope it helps, Dolly.
Awesome.
And
Okay, so you've got which one did you want to do? Richard the Red?
yes, I can do Richard.
Okay, and then we have Karen
Yes,
Lynn after that,
Karen Lynn.
and that will
Yeah.
be it. Yep.
yes, I did all the calculation
Okay,
already.
good.
So
Good.
Richard is I saw Richard is born on the 11th of July,
Mm-hmm.
and also he wrote 11 that he was born at the 11th time.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven.
11
That's a very
a.m. Yeah.
yeah, that's a very
Yeah.
spiritual number, and he has an attitude 9, so a very
Hmm.
humanitarian attitude. And very with the 11. He's a life at 11 too. So the 11
Wow.
is intuitive,
Mm-hmm.
is the higher vibration of the two. The two is a very sensitive, diplomatic, cooperation, working together number. Yes, also very intuitive. And the 11 is on a higher vibration of the two. It's just the two on steroids and
Hmm.
also leading, taking the leading with the double one is also taking the leading position to inspire people, guide people, or heal people
Mm-hmm.
is what your heart asking you, your heart desire. But I see also that Richter, you're in a 7 personal year. So your year cycle, your personal year cycle, is in harmony with the universal year cycle. So for you, this year is a very deep, reflective, and spiritual year. So let me see here. Uh, okay. Where can you acquire spiritual mastery by learning to control your lower instinct and emotions? Take a break from pressure from daily activities to still your mind and restore your spirit. Reflect on what is meaningful to you and serve your purpose. If you can find time in nature, it will nurture the part of you, particularly if you retreat near the ocean. You might find what you want to relocate closer to nature or life in more serene environment, or at least go on vacation. You might consider if taking one up if you're not have the daily meditation practice. This is an ideal time to engage in any spiritual activity or group where you can learn more about your chosen faith with others. Any course of study or research will prove worthwhile, provided your heart is in it and you're not doing it out of obligation. If you are a writer, this can be a year to create the best work, no matter what you engage in this year. You want to keep your mind focused on what you want rather than let your emotion get the better of you. At times, you might feel that your emotions or outward circumstances are steering you in two directions, leave you angry or confused. This is an opportunity for you to gain dominion over your mind so you can feel in control of your life rather than feeling the circumstances in your life occur at random. If you get overwhelmed, take a deep breath and stay in the moment. Stay focused on the big picture and ask yourself if you have been making choices based on your personal truth or on if you have allowed others' opinion to dominate your decision. As you learn to stay centered amidst change, you will learn to trust yourself deeply and the process of your life. These valuable skills will carry you forward for the rest of your journey.
Hmm.
That's for Richard.
Wow. So it's like double seven, double 11. Geez.
Yeah,
Amazing. That's a lot on your plate, Richard
Yeah, it
Red,
is.
no doubt. Hope that
yeah.
helped you. Hope that helped and resonated. Cool. And then we're going to go with Karen Lynn. Karen Lynn, you are last, but it's a good place because we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah, Richard has a lot of high vibration spiritual numbers
Yeah, it does.
for Richard
Mm-hmm.
will
Yeah.
to go in that path, learn and what type of spiritual practice you will advance really fast in it
Mm-hmm.
for
Yep.
for Richard. And now for Karen,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Karen is the add to 37, same as you. Um, Julie, I think. Julie?
Mm.
Yeah, same as
Wow.
you.
Mm.
So I know with the 37 because I have my sister, my cousins in the
Right,
Netherlands.
which is a 10, which reduces to a 1.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Hmm.
Which is it's the in the leader side, so they have to take leading position, be the trailblazer. And one
Mm-hmm.
thing about the one is they need to learn to be independent and no not codependent. That's something that they go through life to learn to be the independent and to learn
Ain't
to stand
that
and
the truth? Ain't
be the lead,
that the truth? Yes.
be the
Yeah.
leading position. So that's
Mm-hmm.
something that you need to overcome. Being,
Yep.
you can be with a partner, but not that you're what I say, depending on them.
Right.
That you're standing strong in your own foot.
Yep.
So that's one of the big things they need to overcome.
Yep.
But
And you can overcome it. Oh, yes.
yes, you can. I see here. Okay. Karen, you're in a 22 year. So
Hmm.
that's a 22 4. So with the 4, the vibration of the 4 is building. What do you want to build? What do you see yourself building this year? What's your idea? Because this year is very good for you to contemplate on that because what you do this year, you start working on your ideas, it will amplify and materialize next year. So this year is good for you, and it's also the 22. So and the sport is also to reorganize your life, your foundation, your structure base, um, all in the combination with the 7 universal year. But you are in a 22 year, like Elon Musk. Elon
Hmm.
Musk is in 22 year. He's going wild and expanding his business.
Yeah, no
Uh,
doubt. Mm-hmm.
so for Karen, this is a master number year for you, which means you will need to master your life. There will be greater opportunities and greater challenge. Yet the payoff can be immense. You need to have discipline as you focus your intention on building your dreams and taking action toward making your dreams come true. You might feel there some days you don't have what it takes. Yet this is the strength building year. And you achieve your goals one step at a time. Physical activity is a paramount to keeping you healthy. So this is a great year to start double down double up on exercise regime. Don't try to do too much. This may cause you to lose hope. It's more important finding something fun and enjoy and can stick with it. If you have the desire to teach, start a business, or invest, this is a great year to do so. The 22 is the number of master builder, which means you want to build a long-lasting foundation for you and others to benefit from. This is sure to be a remarkable year.
Mm. And What a way to end it tonight. That was
Wow.
perfect.
Yeah. Super.
Yep. Go wild. Oh, yeah. Most definitely, Karen Lynn. Hope that helps. Go get them. Yep. And don't let anybody stop you because they can't. Once you get going, once you make up your mind, it's a done deal. It's like a steel trap.
That's right.
Love it. Well, hope you guys all enjoyed that. We sure enjoyed bringing that to you. Thank you so much, Alex. And thank you, Grandpa Brian. Karen had to go.
Alex.
Thanks to Karen as well. And Teresa, always a phenomenal job. You pull things together so well. We really appreciate and love you for that. So
thank you.
wonderful.
I love helping. And
Yes,
Alex, thanks for
Mhm.
reaching out. And
Yes.
Alex is now on his 12th channel. They keep taking his channel down. It's still the Alexander. The
Don't give
Ganja
up.
Shaman.
He doesn't give up.
Yeah. So, folks, he made a new link a couple of days ago. It's on our YouTube description page. So for this show, just go to our YouTube description page and click on it, and that'll take you to his. Please resubscribe to Alex.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Most
thank you.
definitely.
Please.
Yeah.
And
All right.
I'll remind everybody, yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Stay cool. Be safe. And we'll see you next week. Okay? So much love and gratitude for you folks. Take care. Peace.
Bye-bye, everybody. Namaste. Yeah.